Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Wiley Drake Show with Nabil Bissada. In fact, the matter is, I'm only going to be on here a short time, make some comments. We'll do the commissioning that our chaplain from the United States Senate gives us, reading the Proverbs, and then I'll turn the microphone over to Nabil, where he's going to be talking about the Islamic threat. I'll be back in toward the end of the show, but he's going to carry the show today. And if you want to talk to him, you have a cell phone, right? They can call you on?
Yeah, you can call me on your cell phone, and you can give it to me, or I can call my cell phone.
Can you give us your cell phone number?
310.
Okay, let's see. Let's put. Okay, so 310 309 0381. Now that is his cell phone, and if you want to call, be sure you speak up loud, hold it close to your mouth, but call 310-309-0381 if you have a question for him, or if you'd like to make a comment, and he will hold his cell phone. The microphone will be right here in this microphone stand, and he'll hold his cell phone close to the microphone so he can get your comments. Now, so please do that. Call 310-309-0381 for Nabil Bissada on the Wiley Drake Show. Now, before we go any further on the show, though, we're going to go to two scriptures, an Old Testament and a New Testament. We're going to go to the New Testament first. That's John 3:16. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And then we're going to read together the proverb for the date. And the proverb for the day's date is Proverbs 22. The prudent see danger and take refuge. That's what we're doing on this program. But the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord, Jesus. Its wages are riches and honor in life. In the path of the wicked there are snares and pitfalls, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Start children off on the way they should go, and when they are old they will not turn from it. The rich rule over the poor. The borrower is slave to the lender. Whoso sows injustice, like the Muslims, reaps calamity, and the rod they wield in fury will be broken. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they shall share their food with the poor. Drive out the mocker, and out goes strife, quarrels, and insults. Now, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and so forth. Start children off on the way they should go. Drive out the mocker, and out goes strife. Quarrels and insults are ended. Now, that is Proverbs and John 3:16. Now, if you want to call, if you want to be on the phone with Nabil, call him on this phone number, 310-309-0381. And this microphone is primed and ready to go, and we need you to speak up. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this microphone right there, and I'm going to take it back just for a minute, but we want Nabil to take the microphone there, and he's going to be able to share with you. And if you want to call him on that phone number that I gave you, and he'll hold the cell phone, his cell phone, right up to the phone, and you'll be able to be heard. So to God be the glory, great things he's done. Let us fight the devil. We've been blowing the shofar yesterday and today because of the Feast of the Trumpets. And we blow the Feast of the Trumpets and say to the devil, devil, go to hell. That's where he belongs. And go to hell. Now, I'm going to set the microphone over by Nabil and turn the program over to him, and I'll be back a little while.
Thank you, Dr. Wiley. I really appreciate the show today and appreciate you for all the opportunity to give us to talk free, to talk the truth, to say the truth about Islam, because the only show all over America, all over the West, who tell the truth about Islam by Arabic, by English language, is a show of Dr. Wiley Drake every Friday, 8 to 9, according to time of New York and Canada, 5 to 6, according to the time of California. The purpose of this show, not to attack Muslims, no. We love Muslims, and we hope one day, especially the Muslims who are living in the West, in US or Europe, to get opportunity to understand the truth and to understand the value of Christianity. We are not here to attack Muslims, never, never. We only attack Islam. I love Muslims, I hate Islam. Why I love Muslims? Because Jesus Christ died for the Muslims, died for the Jewish, died for the Christians, died for the Buddhists, for anyone, everyone around the world, wherever he is, wherever his life is. Islam is number one danger, number one enemy for all over the world, not for only for the Christian in the Middle East, who got persecuted by Islam, by Muslims, according to their own belief, but also Islam is danger, especially for the people of the West. We cannot forget wherever we live 9/11, San Bernardino. The murder happened in San Bernardino, in Florida, in Texas, in Michigan, in London, in France, in Germany, in Sweden, in Holland, all over the world. Whenever you go, you find Muslims, you have trouble. In Burma, the country in Asia, we call them the Rohingya, that the Muslim is there. In Burma, they have over 135 different nations lives there. The only nation who make trouble and get to attack a Burma military base and kill over than 105 Rohingya from Burma was the Muslims. Muslim and Burma, they rape Buddhist women, because rape any non-Muslim woman according to the Islam religion is not a sin. Is not a sin. You must be sure that. Never believe Muslims who live in America or in Europe or in Canada or in Australia or New Zealand. When you find him nice, you think that Islam is good. No. You must be understanding that difference between Islam and Muslims. Islam is a religion, Muslim is the person. I will give you today the last news, what happened from the Muslims in Egypt, one the leader country, Muslim country. We have the headquarters of all Islam Sunni around the world in Cairo, Al-Azhar. You must be sure what happened. I don't talk about the Quran, because Quran, you know, is a devilish book. Nothing is true about Islam and nothing to prove, because the Quran never gives anything to prove that Muhammad is a prophet from God. He never gave that. Plus, no Muslims around the world who is living in America or Europe or Canada or Australia or Muslim country, between billion and 200 million Muslims, no one of them can prove to me that Muhammad is a prophet from God, the true God, who gave the 10 commandments for Moses, or the book of the Quran that he have it and believe in the true book. First of all, we need to understand that all Muslims around the world have the same book, the Quran, that ISIS believe and practice. Muslim who are living in USA or in Europe or Canada or Australia or New Zealand have the same book of Islam, of the Quran or the Hadith also, that ISIS have it, Al-Qaeda has it, Boko Haram has it, the US of Somalia, Muslim have it. Over than 126 Muslim organizations, terrorists, have the same book of the Quran. Some of them practice, you call him terrorist, but I call him a believer, because they believe in Islam, I practice Islam as is, same as a Christian person who believe in Christianity, and he teach himself or learn himself to love his enemy, to love anyone who don't love him, but not to be weak. No. We love our enemy. When I love my enemy to a certain point that he don't come over and kill me. At that time, I will stop him, but I will love him too. I will put him on the corner, and to tight his hand for not kill me. But I will love him and I feel mercy for him, that he's blind and worship devil that Muhammad practice or give him the teaching of devil. For last 2 weeks in Egypt, Muslims have only one purpose thing, now talk about it. And we talk about this in this show of Wiley Direct Show, that the Muslim believe on man after his woman, his wife or his woman or his girlfriend, whatever, or his mistress, die. In the first 6 months, he has the right to sleep with her, to make sex with her, with a dead body. We talked about that a few times before. Last week, in Egypt, the great country, Muslim country, who has all the top Islamic headquarters, Al-Azhar, by the Sheikh Al-Tayyib, Sheikh Ahmad Al-Tayyib, Imam Ahmad Al-Tayyib. One of them, he come over, and all Arabic media, all newspaper in Egypt talk about it. How Islam allowed it, and halal, it is halal. Like when you walk front any Muslim place, shopping place, or marketplace, say halal, we have halal meat. They say also halal about the man, the Muslim man, have the right to make sex with his dead wife or woman in the first 6 hours. The Muslim sheikh name, we say that, he's a PhD on Islam, on the fatwa, on the hadith. His name, Dr. Sabri Abdul Rauf. Dr. Sabri Abdul Rauf, one of the highest Muslim sheikh imam in all Azhar. He said that it is halal, that means it is allowed, not against the rules, not against the Quran, not against the hadith, that the man, the husband, have the right. And I translate to you guys here. I translate it from Arabic to English. The man have the right. It's not a sin that the man can make sex with his wife in the first 6 hours when she passed away, she died. This is the Islam religion. This is according to Islam religion. That Islam, America was open the door for them to come in country, in America, and deceive you. I'm sure when you talk about any Muslims in America or Europe or in Canada or Australia, tell me no, I will tell you no. But he's a liar. He's a liar. Dr. Sabri Abdel Rauf. He's a teacher. He's a PhD on Islam, according to Hadith and the Quran. And he's a teacher on Al-Azhar University, the headquarters again of the Muslim Sunni around the world. He said that it's halal, it's illegal, according to Muhammad teaching, according to Quran teaching, according to the Hadith teaching, according to the Sharia. That Linda Sarsour is asking to put in America, that Mustafa Carroll in Texas asking to put in America, and some court start in America to allow the Sharia, to allow the Sharia law that is in between, allowed Muslims man to sleep with his dead wife, with his body in the first 6 hours. I can't believe America, the great country, Europe, destroys themselves and allows these people, these devil people, to come in this country. They come here to deceive you. I cannot attack Muslim for that. If you open the door for a thief or a murderer to kill you, you cannot blame him. Blame yourself that opened the door for him. When President Trump asked to ban this Muslim country, I said with people, Christian people or some Muslim who convert to Christianity, is not enough, these countries. Must be all the Muslim country. But we must understand the difference between the Christians who live in a Christian in Muslim country and the Muslim who are living in a Muslim country. Christian who live in a Muslim country suffer hard. This is the difference. And what is funny happened when in any American embassy in any Muslim country, when a Muslim go to get a grant for visa to visit America, they allowed him. When Christian go there, they allowed him to come to America. In each 100 Christians, only 1% of Christian is allowed to come to the West, in Europe or America or Canada or Australia or New Zealand. And each 100 Muslims who believe that the man have the right. I don't say he must practice, but it's in his book. I know moderate Muslim, till he's away from his Quran and the Hadith, he don't do it. But they do it. If he do it, if one day he become crazy, according to the teaching of Muhammad in the Quran or the Hadith, he will do it. To sleep with his wife in his first 6 hours. I have a caricature is in Egypt, making Egypt by Arabic language. A dead woman pass away, or wife pass away, and people, Muslim, walking, carry the body. You see the Muslim here? Carry the body here, 4 legs. 2 legs for the dead woman, another 2 legs for her man, husband, or man, whatever. And they're telling him, make it fast, ya Sheikh, because we're almost close to the cemetery. Finish! Done. Finish with your dead body wife, a woman, and come down because we're open. We are close to the cemetery. We need to bury her. I don't say that by myself or according to any Christian books. It's come from the Muslim book that they opened the door for them here in America. I don't say every Muslim have to practice, but it is inside the Sharia that some court and some state in America start to practice Sharia. You understand that? You guys bring evil in this country, this pure country, America, pure country. All the West was pure until Muslim come in this country and make it impure. You guys, the leader, the politics in America, the media in America, try to kill American citizen. American Constitution now allowed terrorists to come in this country, allowed impure people to come in this country. The Constitution, the freedom, we have it. We need a new definition. What happened in a few years, in 10, 15 years or 20 years, when the Muslims, you allow them to come over here and take their own Sharia to be practiced? And I ask you, we're going to add on a constitution, according to Sharia, that I have the right to sleep with my wife after she passed away in the first 6 hours. Till now, we're still talking about 9/11. Who allowed the people, the criminal, the murder to come in this country? The Constitution. Because we refuse to make a new definition. What is the freedom of religion? What is the freedom of speech? What is democracy? To whom and for whom? If the democracy and the freedom allow these people to come in America, take out the freedom from the Constitution. We don't need any more. Because the Muslims will take the office back again here. Again. I say again. Because nobody can say that Obama was not a Muslim. We never saw him in a church pray. Like President Trump or President Bush or President Reagan or Eisenhower or any one of them. No. No. Wake up before it will be too late. Muslims have the money, and they say that. We're going to pay for the media, for the Western media, for American media, for European media. Are going to follow us. I tell you what Muslims said about it. I tell you that Muslim was dancing in a hurricane what happened in Florida or in Texas, was dancing, was very happy that God killed American. They think that God. But American people really have the science, have the, all the materials, that they save their own people. But the biggest hurricane that they refuse to stop them is Islamic hurricane. We know Maria hurricane or Irma, but we never talk about is hurricane of Islam or Islam hurricane. That's the big danger. Wake up, it's a hurricane. When you come over here, you will never stop him. Not after 2 days or 4 days, or the nature, the atmosphere, go back again. Like the tsunami happened before, no. Islamic hurricane is trying to grow up. It's growing up. We don't feel it yet, but it's growing. It's growing every day, according to the Constitution. I'm going to tell you something. You need to teach your kids, your any neighbor, about what we say in America, here in this show, the Wiley Direct Show. Teach them the truth of Islam. Muslim refuse Sharia, but they come over America to push the Sharia in. Sharia is disaster. It's the devil. It's disaster. Believe me, you will cry. You will cry, but it will be too late. Islamic is coming to destroy the world because according to their own devilish book, they must spread Allah teaching all over the world. Allah, their own Allah, not the Allah of Christianity in the Middle East, because in Arabic Bible we call God Allah, but it's the same God that you have it in your English Bible or Italian Bible or French Bible or Deutsch Bible or German Bible or Swedish Bible. No, they have their own God, a totally different teaching, totally different. Believe me, Islamic and Muslim will kill you. You accept them. They will never accept you. You open the door for them. When you open the door for them to come in your house, in your country, they will put you back out from your country or give the hard time, discrimination, until you convert to Islam. If you invite him to your house, whenever he has the power, he will put you out from your house. It's happening now in Egypt. In Egypt. Not in Cairo because the capital, but in the farmers. Many cities in Egypt, Muslim goes inside the Christian houses and withdraw them out and take their own place according to Sharia, according to Quran, and are protected by the government. In a farming city in Egypt, they strip Egyptian Christian woman, strip her, they put her naked in the street according to Sharia. And the people who strip the Christian woman, Coptic woman, was protected by Islamic government in Egypt. Sisi is the president of Egypt. I know for the media, the president come out and say, we cannot accept it, that. It's unbelievable and unacceptable. But in the truth, he don't do nothing against the people who strip the woman according to Sharia. And when they went to the court, the lady and her son was accused by a $1 million bill, and they gave him 3 years for her son sentence in prison because he was accused to say, why you strip my mother? Be aware for Islam. Islam and Muslim are more danger than North Korea, China, Russia. Again, 9/11 was not made by Russian or North Korean or China or any one of these countries that the media talk about them. No. Look, by Muslims, your neighbor, your co-worker. ISIS are giving an order for the Muslim in the West, in America, Australia, Canada, Europe, go and be a member on the troops, on the army, on the police, on the CIA, on FBI. Be a member there, because one day we're going to have Muslim revolution in the West and take the West. Read the history. If you don't read the history, don't forget the 9/11. Don't forget all the crime made by Muslims. The Jewish, on the Old Testament, they are talking about murders people, killing people. But they don't practice that no more. No more. We never heard suicide bombers from Christians or Jewish or Buddhists. Only must be Muslims. We never heard around the world that any people in any country, non-Muslims, have make any problems, whether it's Jewish or Christians or Buddhist. It must be a Muslim person who always do the trouble. You're gonna tell me, but Muslims, ISIS kill Muslims. ISIS kill the Muslims that don't practice Islam as is. Because Muslim, whenever he's away from his religion, he don't believe or he don't practice his religion, he's a good man. The problem with the Muslim, when he start to be a believer, you believe that? He start to be better discipline, better morality, he become worse. The only person who become worse when he practices his religion is the Muslims. Or the mafia, the cartel, when he practices the rules to kill and to steal and to robbery, only Islam, the book of the Quran, and the rules of the gang and the cartel. That's it. They're the only people who become danger. Muslim, when he practices the Quran and the Hadith, the Sharia. Gang, when he practice their own rules to kill and murder and rape and robber. Or the cartel. Only. Other that, anyone practice the rules of his religion will become more pure, more morality, more humanity, more forgiveness, more love of the other. The only people around the world who become danger when they practice their own rules, their own law, are the Muslims and the gang and the cartel. Only that. Only them. No one else. No one else. Tell me anyone else. The Jewish. We never heard any Jewish kill people. Suicide bombers. Never. Never. We heard that. We never. Or Christian or Buddhist. We never heard that. Why Muslims always? Because they give him attention that when you kill and murder, Allah want to give you 72 women. You will engage her. And every woman you engage her, she become again virgin. This is why you talk about it. You know? This is why we talk about it here. We're going to make some phone call from overseas with some Muslim convert to Christianity. We're going to talk about them. To see that, you know, if it's a... Hello? 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 Yeah, Mr. Carl? Your nickname Carl, correct?
Yes. Please, Mr. Nabil, speak up because I can't hear you clearly.
Now you're okay.
Ask me freely.
Now you are okay. Now you hear me good? You are on overseas, correct?
I can't hear you clearly, Mr.
Are you on overseas? Are you on overseas? I think you have problem on your phone.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you good. Hello, Mr. Carl?
Yes, yes.
You hear me good now? You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, answer
Yes,
please.
now I can hear you, but not clearly enough. It's okay. Go ahead, please.
No, I can go over than that really, allow more than that. You on overseas, correct?
Sorry?
Are you on overseas?
Yes, I am talking from Egypt, Cairo, Egypt.
Okay. Are you a Muslim convert to Christianity?
Okay. Let me introduce myself clearer than before, okay?
Okay.
Okay. In the beginning, I was Muslim, and my real formal name is Muhammad Mamdouh. And after about 38 years of reading and studying in religions and philosophy, I discovered
Okay. Um, Carl Mamdouh. Carl Anthony.
No, no. My legal formal name is Muhammad Mamdouh. My pen name as a writer is Carl Anthony.
Which name you want me to talk to use it?
I prefer Carl Anthony.
Okay.
But I proclaim all over the world that my real formal name is Muhammad Mamdouh.
Okay,
and
okay,
I don't
okay.
feel afraid of
Okay.
anything. Absolutely, okay?
Okay, let me go to the other point. I was talking now in Egypt. Last week, they were talking about that the Muslim men have the right.
Please, Mr. Nabil, speak loudly. Speak louder as you were speaking before, please.
I was talking now about Egypt last week. They were saying that Muslim men have the right to sleep with his wife, and the first 6 hours she passed away, she died. What is your comment about that?
Wait, please. I will change the tools to be able to hear you clear. Maybe it will be better. Wait, please. Okay, repeat the question again, please.
I was talking, like you heard me in the show.
Listen. Now I hear you clearly. Can you hear me
Yes,
clearer too?
yes, yes.
Okay, it's better now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say whatever you want to say.
Okay, I was talking about that in Egypt last week, the Muslim Sunni, the Azhar, the head of the Muslim clerk, that the Muslim man is allowed to sleep, make sex with his wife in the first 6 hours she passed away. What is your comment about that? According to the religion, not according to the people who rejected and refused it by humanity. Okay?
In general, as I was hearing you in one of your episodes now, you were talking about this point. In general, the leader of Muslims here in Egypt, especially in Al-Azhar, they work hard to make people, especially Muslims, far away from their real problems, like to die with their dead women after they passed away through the first 6 hours, and women can be pregnant for 5 years because a lot of scientific researches.
Now do me a favor, please. Do me a favor, please. Ask my question, please, because I have another call. I have another call waiting here. Okay. What is your comment about? What is your comment about the Muslim head clerk of the Azhar, Dr. Sabir Abdul Rauf, that he say that Muslim is not a sin, Muslim man is not a sin, that he can sleep with his wife in the first 6 hours she passed away.
Of course, this is a hocus pocus. This is nonsense. This is something against humanity. Because Muslims in general, and especially their leaders, as you say, and all people say, embodied in Al-Azhar, they are very ignorant and very...
No. Excuse me. Don't take me away. Is that in Islam or not?
Yes, yes, sure.
Yes, what?
It is in Al-Bukhari. This is a hadith in Al-Bukhari.
The mean the Sharia.
Yes.
Okay.
Al-Bukhari has the same sanctification or holy respect like Quran. So this hadith says Muslim can have sex with his dead wife through the 6 hours after her death, and this is mentioned in Al-Bukhari.
And the Sharia.
Yes.
Yes, will come to Sharia. Okay. That's very good.
Yes.
Okay. Are you saying that means Muslim will reject to do that? It means they have more morality than Mr. Muhammad, their own leader, or whatever they call him, prophet?
I would like to tell you something, Mr. Nabil, please.
Yes.
All Muslims here in Egypt, or most of them, has something else. So you cannot define exactly what they believe in, because people here, especially Muslims, feel afraid to express their opinion frankly and clearly, because we are here living in a fear and in a very totalitarian religious tyranny under the leadership of Al-Azhar.
Okay. Okay, now I understand, yeah.
Did I answer your question or not?
Yes, under questions. Really, I appreciate your comment. And you want to add anything, Mr. Carl? Or Sir Muhammad?
Yes, yes. I want, please, all people to read
Yeah, okay, hold second, hold second. Hold second, hold second. Hello? 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 Hello, Debbie?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, we're on line. We're on the left, Debbie. Answer
Yes,
me.
hi, Nabil.
How are you?
I want to, thank God, that you're doing good and everything, and thank God, for USA. And I'm just calling because you always speak the truth. You always speak the truth about, the Muslims that are trying to hurt us in the U.S. They don't have no care in the world. Can you hear me, Nabil?
I hear you, yeah.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah,
loud your
yes.
voice, please. Loud your voice a little bit. Because for this.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank you for sharing your knowledge with us, about the Islamic Muslims. We need to know their dangers. We need to know their beliefs and how evil they think about us in the U.S. When we help them with so much, so much. They come here and they collect welfare. It's not only the Latinos or the other races. Majority of the Muslims come to the U.S. and
Yes, go.
okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm on live, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a shame how, they come and they want to live off our welfare benefits and they send the money to the country and they betray us by, blowing up, certain locations in the
Tab,
U.S. It's,
I have a
you know,
question, please, for you, Debbie.
yes,
Which one gonna blame? The people who allow them to come in, or the people you stole your money?
the people who allows them to come in.
The,
Those are the ones that need to be blamed.
yes.
They don't care. I think it's a money thing or they think it's a game. They have to stop fighting the president, whether they like him or not. Everybody is making the U.S. look bad, and so North Korea, South Korea, you know, yes.
Yeah. Go on. Go on, Debbie.
No, the people, it's a shame because we need to protect America. We need to protect ourselves. They're not allowing us. They continue on fighting our president, who's trying the hardest to complete and make things different and better. What is the left mad? Because they cannot steal no more money. They're not knowledgeable no more. They're not popular no more. Yeah, the media and the news and the movie stars love the left because all President Obama did was party with Hollywood.
You
You know,
know, because the Muslim money is all over all over U.S. now, Debbie. People protect against President Trump by Muslim money, by Qatar, by Saudi Arabia. By this country.
but
The,
that has to stop.
yeah.
We need to come together. People need to stop fighting, especially the left. Need to stop fighting the president and have to start agreeing with him at some point because America it needs to be number one again. America needs to be as strong as she was before, and all Obama did was let her go down. Yeah, I know the Muslim money is all over, and
Hello.
yes, people from other countries should not be allowed to sue our president for the laws he's trying to enforce. Especially when you're from another country, you should not be able to sue anything in America.
Okay.
Especially our government. How dare them do that after we took care of them for so long and paid their bills? You know what? I don't have a problem with helping out the illegals, but how about the ones that been here 17 to 20 years already? You know, this DACA thing, you don't let people just come, and they didn't come with their parents because remember, they were coming, they were sending them by thousands, and they were all coming nothing but kids.
I know,
So
Debbie,
they
but
don't have no parents here. Their
I
parents are in
think
Mexico.
on my
They're working
my
here,
opinion,
making money and sending the money to their country. They have houses in Mexico. I don't know now. I mean,
I know,
I
but
shouldn't
the
even talk
problem
about
now,
that.
the problem now is not the Latino. The problem now is the Muslims.
Yes, I
Latino,
understand.
Latino, you know, whatever he wants on the weekend is only a box of Tecate or Corona
You know what? You're absolutely
or beer,
right.
you
And I
know.
have nothing
But they never
against
put a
helping
bomb.
anybody.
Whenever I put a bomb to kill you,
Mr. Nabil, I have nothing against helping. You know, yeah,
yes,
I have no problem helping anybody, but let's help the people who's been waiting longer. 17 to 19 years.
yeah,
DACA is too expensive. I understand. I
okay.
understand.
Okay, do you want anything to add, Debbie, before we thank you? Anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to, thank you. People need to, like I said, Trump knows what the Muslims are about. He knows the evilness they carry and the evilness and the hurt they want to bring to America.
Okay.
And people have to start helping the president against the Islamic Muslims because, they're trying to take over. And again, we're the only ones fighting them. You don't see Muslims fighting Muslims, even though they know they're bad.
Yes, right. Okay, you're right, Debbie. I would
Yes.
like to thank you very much for your sharing, really, and all your support, because you always
No problem.
you always spread out the show and everywhere. I know that. I watch you. Thank
And
you.
I appreciate it.
And watch you.
Take care, and thank you for sharing, us, because we need to know this. People need to open their eyes. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know the things that I know and that I've studied with you and what I've learned, with you.
Oh,
But
thank you,
yeah,
David.
I see it at work, I see it
Uh,
everywhere.
Okay, thank you. I wish you a blessed weekend and just love you and your families.
Thank you. You take care, Nabil.
Thank you. Bye bye. You see now, guys. Now this is the problem now. The problem now that on my belief that Islam is that the one where we get the problems. There's another phone call from overseas too. Gonna try. Hello. Helen. This is calling from it's overseas, and I will translate. I will translate the guys. We have here over than 700,000 live viewers. عندنا أكثر من 700,000 مشاهد على الهواء. حضرتك تحبي تعلقي ايه بالنسبة للمرأة اللي بتعيش في دولة إسلامية؟ ما هي حقوقها؟ أو في حاجة تانية تحبي تتكلمي عليها؟ I ask her, the lady, it's overseas, first of all, إذا كنت طبعا تحبي تقولي اسمك تقولي أو ما تحبيش تقولي اسمك.
دلوقتي الحكومة المصرية ميرفت إمام كاتبة وصحفية وباحثة قبطية.
Okay, she's a writer in one of the biggest newspaper, and she will give her comment. I will try to translate, whatever she gonna say now. Yes, go over. تفضلي.
حضرتك احنا عندنا المشكلة الأولى دلوقتي بالنسبة للمرأة عموما إن هي بيعتبروها بعض الدول تعتبر إن الدولة دي تستريها أو بمعنى أصح تعتبرها إن هي كائن ناقص أو كائن غير مستحق للحياة وكائن غير مفيد أو حاجة من
طب أنا هترجم. I will translate. She's saying that according to the woman who is living in a Muslim country, she's something minor than a man, or only for using for sex, for pleasure, and she can be die anytime, no problem, and the man can switch her whatever he wants. She have no value. Okay, she should expire, change it, throw it, and make another one. أنا بقول لهم حضرتك بتقول المرأة ممكن تتغير، ما لهاش قيمة زي ما حضرتك ما قلت بالظبط. وفي إيه تانية يا أستاذة؟ يا هنا Yes, also like a witness on the court. She have no value. بيقولوا اتنين ستات بقيمة واحد راجل صح؟
بالظبط.
Yeah, if every two women is equal for one man. It's a Muslim country, but don't believe Muslim what is ever say in America. اتفضلوا ايه كمان؟
الحاجة التانية بقى القانون دلوقتي اللي بتحاول الحكومة المصرية الزج بيه والتمريره في مجلس الشعب نزع الجنسية عن كل المعارضين، وأعتقد إن هذا القانون معمول خصيصا أو هيبتدي طرحه خصيصا لآباط المهجر اللي مؤخرا بانت طبعا حركتهم المحترمة وبان اعتراضهم على ما يحدث للأقباط في مصر، وده ظاهر جدا في عدم خروجهم للتحية بالرئيس أو عدم الترحيب به كما كان يحدث في السنوات السابقة يعني.
طب ممكن تترجم؟
اتفضل.
her name is Mervat Nemr. She said that now in Egypt they tried to have a law, legal law, go to the House of Representatives to say that anyone who is show up that is against the country, we're going to take our Egyptian citizenship away. And she said that it could be against all the Christians who come from Egypt, like me or Dr. Mina or any other one, and talk about it, Egypt, or we attack the Islam and the government who follow Islam to kill Christians. Maybe we're going to take out our citizenship. It's do it against and with other also Christian activities, or because they don't go out on this time to salute the president of Egypt when he come over in New York for the United Nations anniversary. It's special for the Christians, According to Sharia, if you are against Islam, you're against the country. يعني حسب الشريعة اللي يجي ضد الإسلام يبقى ضد الدولة. اتفضل وايه كمان حضرتك تحب تضيفيه؟
حضرتك طبعا اضيف ان انا بوجه كلامي لامريكا وكل الدول المسيحيه وكل الدول اللي بتحترم حقوق الانسان انها ما تعملش، وخصوصا امريكا لانها اكبر دوله بتحترم حقوق الانسان وبتحترم الانسان اللي كرمه ربنا وخلقه على صورته ومثاله، ان اي مسيحي مصري تحديدا يحاول يهاجر لامريكا لكندا لاستراليا، دي رساله انا بتمنى العالم كله، العالم المسيحي سمعها، علشان القبطي المصري اللي يحاول يروح السفاره ويعمل هجره بدون ما يلجا لاساليب ويقول الدوله بتاعتي وحشه ولا مفيش واحد مبسوط في مكان هيحاول يسيبه ويمشي. معنى ان القبطي يطلب هجره معنى كده ان هو غير قادر على العيشه، يا اما اضطهاد يا اما حاله اقتصاديه مش كويسه. فبطالب كل الدول المسيحيه انها تقبل المسيحي بدون قيد او شرط على جميع مستويات العالم.
Okay.
دول العالم المسيحيه.
Okay. She's saying that the problem now that we talk about in the beginning on our show, that she argue, special U.S. the land of free, we got the freedom for anyone who come to this country and protect him, to get any Christians in Egypt or any other Muslim country who will come over an American embassy or European or Canadian or Australian or New Zealand to be acceptable, because they cannot go on one of these embassy and say that we have discrimination. It's not allow them to do that. They can be killed or put in prison for life. But she argued as a Christian woman living under Islamic threat, she argued, or the Western country we have majority Christians, over than between 85 and 90% Christians, to open the door for the Christian who suffer, because you guys allowed Muslims to come in, not the Christians. في حاجة تانية حضرتك تحب تضيفيها؟
طبعا احب اضيف الاثار المصريه دلوقتي وجودها في الامارات وفي كل الدول وطمس الهويه المصريه.
From Egypt. أيوة الوالدية.
بعد ما بدأوا محاولة لطمس الهوية القبطية المصرية لهدم أديرة والكنائس
Okay.
واضطهاد الأقباط، تحولت بعد كده الاضطهاد لأن هم ينخفوا الهوية المصرية ببيع كل الآثار المصرية للإمارات ولأي دولة علشان ينهوا الكلمة القبطية أو ينهوا
Okay.
الهوية القبطية.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's saying that now, according of the fighting against the Christians, they take all the moment they have it from all like Copt- Egyptologic or Coptologic to sell it to other Muslim country, to take it away the nation Coptic, Christian Coptic, and the pharaohs from Egypt. Okay, and thank you very much. أشكرك جدا أستاذة ميرفت على وقتك الحقيقة، وأنا سوري يعني أنا عارضك الفجر، أنا عارف يعني.
لا مفيش أي حاجة، تحت
Okay.
أمرك.
شكرا. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm telling her that because now it's 9 hours different.
Yeah.
It's always yes, and also I have Dr. Wiley Drake. I say hello also for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, and thank you for being a part of the Wiley Drake Show with Nabil Bissada. And we praise the Lord for what you're doing to fight the takeover of your country as well as the takeover of our country. Thank you for that.
دكتور وايلي دريك هو صاحب البرنامج معانا اللي انا بشترك معاه في كل يوم جمعه. بشكر حضرتك جدا على وقتك، وانك انت بتحاول يعني تحاربي وتناضلي من اجل قيمه الوطن بتاعك، وتبصري برضو الشعوب الامريكيه والغربيه عموما باللي بيحصل موجود. فهو بيكرر شكر لحضرتك. شكرا، الف شكر لك يا استاذه، الف شكر يا فندم. شكرا. باي باي. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I did come back in, and I've been listening to some of this, and I've had to have some meetings that I had to be in. But one of the things that we've been doing yesterday and today is celebrating the Feast of the Trumpets. And that is a Jewish holiday, and we do celebrate that. But it is brought about by the trumpet of God, the shofar. And we've been sounding this shofar. And that is the shofar of victory for those that would stand against Sharia, for those that would stand against the terrible, terrible Islamic threat. As Brother Nabil and others have made very clear, we're not haters of Muslims. We're haters of Islam.
Yes.
There's a difference.
Yes.
Islam is a religion of murder. Islam is a religion of rape and incest, and that's what we hate. That's what God hates. But the Muslim people we don't hate because God doesn't hate them. God loves the whole world, and that's why we do as well.
Amen.
Amen. Anyone else on the line like to make any comment? Go right ahead. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes if you'd like. And by the way, if you'd like to come back and watch this later, you just go to the Wiley Drake Show
On YouTube.
.com as well as on YouTube, and you'll be able to see this show again as well as share it with your friends.
Yeah.
So anything else from anyone on the line?
Not now, no.
Not now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brother Nabil, thank you for doing the program today, and I apologize for bailing out on you, but thank you so much.
I think I have Dr.
Go
Mina.
ahead.
We have Dr. Mina on the line. Dr. Mina?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you. I have Dr. Wiley Drake here. Really, you come very late today, Doctor. No, we have some call from overseas. Okay. In 2 minutes, what do you want to talk about it? About Islam in Egypt now and the sleep with a dead woman in Egypt now.
Well, this is the part of the religion of lunacy and Luciferianism. This is the necrophilia, and it's part of kind of deranged mindset of the Muslims. This is where they came from. This is what they have been doing for centuries.
Yes.
And havoc and destruction on themselves as well as the whole world. Everywhere they go, they have problems. people's life.
Yes.
And you see it, we witness it, and we live it. And the only way.
Hey, Dr. Mina, please, loud your voice a little bit. Loud your voice.
Yeah, and the only way I can see that these people have to come to know the real true God, and we have to do our work to spread the light of Christ so they might be saved and the whole world will be cured from this kind of illness that is injuring ourselves as well as them. We have to be the healing of God to relieve this kind of misery that they are putting on the whole world.
Okay.
Amen. And that's
Thank you.
why, the Bible said God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Amen.
We're gonna have to go off here in just a minute, but I want Nabil to finish up the program by dismissing us in prayer, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wiley Drake. First of all, in 1 second, please, wherever we say in this show, because it's the only show in all over America by English language, say the truth about Islam by knowledge. Talk about your kids, about your family, about your neighbor. It's time now to wake up now. We ask God, Jesus Christ, now to open the mind, to open our vision. Because like the proverb today that Dr. Wiley have reading, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. We don't want you to pay the penalty. Be close to Jesus Christ, be close to God, and take refuge before they took you out. Thank you, Jesus Christ. We pray for you, you Son of God, to give us the wisdom and the love and keep our Pastor Wiley Drake show and his missionary all the way up to all over the world. Thank you. God bless you. And Jesus love you. And thank you very much, Dr. Wiley Drake, for your times. And Jesus love you too. Bye.